today I wanted to share with you some ways that I use apple cider vinegar every day in my life in some way or another. It's a really awesome drink. It has so many benefits to be gained from it, and not just for drinking but also for beauty applications and things like that. So I'm going to be sharing my favourite ones with you guys today. And also it's quite cheap in New Zealand. I don't know about you guys wherever you're from, whether it's cheap or expensive, but to make it is really simple. It just takes time, but not time where you're actively doing stuff, just time while it's sitting in the corner. So to make it, all you need is a wide brimmed bowl, and that's so that a lot of air can kind of get in, and you just need some apple scraps. So you could do it after baking an apple pie or something like that. About 2 cups of apple scraps is great. So I just did this after making apple desserts, as you might have seen in my previous video. So for that you just want to put your apple scraps into your bowl and then fill it up with distilled water to about 1 inch or 2 over where the apple scraps meet. And then you can add a pinch of sugar if you want to, but you don't really need to because there's quite a lot of sugar in the apples already. And then you just place some cheesecloth over top and secure that in place. And the cheesecloth just lets obviously the air kind of interact with the mixture, which is really important. And then you just want to put it into your hot water cupboard. So while it's in the hot water cupboard for a couple of days, you can continue adding apple scraps, and you should start to see a kind of grey formation around the top of it. It's kind of a gungy formation, and that's the bacteria starting to ferment, and that means that you should stop adding apple scraps and just leave it for a couple of months. Seems like a long period of time, but you really honestly don't even need to interact with it at all. And just leave it for a couple of months, and then you can take it out and filter it through some cheesecloth, through a funnel or something like that, and then you can drink it. So you can just store it in the cupboard and continue to drink it like that. So you can have multiple batches on at once obviously, and just have a bunch of the bowls at different stages in the progression of fermentation that you can just access whenever you want. It's a great way to use old scraps, and it's a great way to harness the benefits of apple cider vinegar without having to fork out any additional money. So let's get on to the benefits. So the first benefit of apple cider vinegar is that it can be used for weight loss. And the reason for that is that some research shows that if you drink apple cider vinegar, it reduces your appetite, and therefore you're going to be eating less food, and therefore you're going to be gaining less weight. But also you can use it into drinks and things that help to boost your metabolism. For instance, I like to make a drink that contains a scroll of cinnamon. So you just want to pour some boiling hot water into a cup with some cinnamon, allow that to sit for a couple of minutes, and then pour your apple cider vinegar in there, just a couple of tablespoons, and drink that down morning or night, and you should experience some boost in your metabolism and you'll feel your energy levels go up. It's not necessarily the nicest drink ever, but try it out and see how it goes for you. It's just going to boost your metabolism that little bit more. So the second benefit of apple cider vinegar is that it is high in acetic acid, which is a really strong antimicrobial, and basically that means that it's going to be killing bacteria and fungi. So if you have a candida infection, which I've talked about in a previous video, or if you have any kind of skin or internal infection, if you have a cold or anything like that, you can take it and it will help to boost your immune system. The third way to use apple cider vinegar is as a hair rinse. It's a really simple trick. You just pour a bit over your hair while you're in the shower, allow it to sit in your hair for a couple of minutes while you're there, and then rinse it out. And you can always condition as normal afterwards, and you'll just come out and your hair will be so much more soft and silky and shiny. It's really great. The fourth benefit of apple cider vinegar is to use it on our nails to remove the stains from nail polish. So if you've been using some brightly coloured or dark coloured nail polishes for a while and you've stained your nails, all you need to do is put your nails into a small bowl of apple cider vinegar, and you can even mix it with a bit of water if you want to, and just leave it in there for 15ish minutes, and that will condition your nails as well as removing any excess stains. The fifth benefit of apple cider vinegar is that it alkalizes our body, even though it's acidic, which seems odd, but that's the way it works. So it alkalizes our body, which is really important because most of us have quite acidic bodies because of all the foods in our diets that are acidic. And for instance, that's cheeses and butters and meats and alcohol and coffee and any caffeinated products or processed sugars, anything like that is going to be having an acidifying effect in our body. And acidic conditions breeds all sorts of disease. It really weakens our immune systems. It's linked to certain cancers and diabetes, obviously candida overgrowth and overgrowth of bad bacteria and things like that. So it's a really negative thing. So anything that you can be doing to bring that acidity down and make it more alkaline is going to be great. Benefit number 6 is that apple cider vinegar helps to reduce your blood glucose levels, and that doesn't mean that you can go out and binge on all sorts of sugar and stuff and just drink apple cider vinegar and you'll be fine, but it is really good for pre-diabetics, for instance, and it is really great if you do kind of overdo something sweet a little bit too much. And you can just drink some apple cider vinegar and bring your blood glucose levels down a little bit, stop them from peaking so high and having all the repercussions that it would otherwise have. So number 7 is that apple cider vinegar makes a really yummy and really healthy vinaigrette dressing for any kind of salads that you're making, and it's really simple. So all you need to do is add about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to a wee container or bottle, and then add to that about 5 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil, and then about a half a teaspoon of sea salt or something like that, and you can also add black pepper if you wanted to, and just shake it up. And you can just sprinkle that over your salad and it's really yummy. Number 8 is an anti-acne face mask, and this face mask just comes out so creamy in consistency. If you really hate the smell of apple cider vinegar, you probably shouldn't make it, but I honestly don't mind it once you get used to it on your face. So for this you just need about a tablespoon of clay or oatmeal and mix into it about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar until you get the right consistency. You just want it to be a nice paste and nice and smooth, and then just apply that over your skin. And you can leave it on there for about 15 minutes before washing it off, and you should definitely feel that your whole face feels a lot softer and smoother, and it's really good at fighting acne. So number 9 is to use it as a teeth whitener, and it's really simple. All you need to do is dip your toothbrush in there and brush your teeth gently with it, and I wouldn't do it more than once or twice a week. I also showed this on my teeth whitening video, which I'm a bit of a goober in, but you can also add a little bit of baking soda to your apple cider vinegar if you want to make it extra potent in the teeth whitening department. Number 10 is that apple cider vinegar makes a great natural toner. So all you need to do is apply it to a cotton pad or something like that, and then just rub it over the surface of your skin before you go to bed at night or when you get up in the morning. That just helps to balance the pH of your skin so that you're killing the bad bacteria and microbes and allowing the good ones to flourish, because the conditions are optimal on your skin. And it's just a really good trick because it's so cheap and you really just don't need to go out and buy those expensive toners. So all these tips are obviously really cheap and really easy to do, especially if you're making it yourself at home. It's just the cheapest thing in the world. So I hope you guys found these useful. Do keep in mind that apple cider vinegar is extremely strong tasting, and if you've never had it before you might not enjoy it, but it's always worth the try. You might as well go and try it and see how you feel about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.